Hello and welcome to the behind the scenes. Yes, this is what the full video looks like currently in its form. But you know what? It's interesting. How does the rest look? Well, let's take a quick look at, for example, Blake's sequence. Yes, here we are. This is Blake's sequence. It doesn't look too complicated. But oh boy, did it take some work to actually finish this thing. As you can see here, there are a lot of cuts, a lot of them. Even the even the meme one here. But something I will be trying to do in the future is not to make them burst your ears or something. But a major problem with that I had when putting this together, this very huge one, this entire goddamn section, which is 7.5 minutes, was finding, as you can see here, good clips, but also finding the right kind of pace for it. Because like I didn't want like any of these like sorts of scenes to hang on for too long, and I wanted to reuse what I could if they could be redone. And yeah, you can even see the typeface that I used. But then there was a RWBY sequence, which originally the video was going to be called The Misread Potential Volume 1, but that changed. And there's nothing too special going on here, as you can see. Nothing too special. Just some layering and some other stuff. But then we get to Yang and her sequence. Simplest. Second simplest, honestly. There's not a whole lot going on here. There's just some placements. Now, it did get tricky with yes, an entire month. With some of the placements with the clips. Especially since a major issue, actually, a major issue that I had with Yang sequence was that originally, if I can just scroll back to it, I originally had this intro sequence differently timed than what you see here today, because I lost about 30 seconds of progress, which doesn't look too different from what would be today's look, but I lost so much goddamn progress. So yeah, sadly, I couldn't. I had to start all over and get all this done. I still don't know what this little number thingy is right there. I don't know what that is. But Weiss's sequence, easiest. Look how easy it is. One video, one audio. That's it. Hers was easily the one that I took a bit longer than the others because I didn't want to overcomplicate things because she is a simple character in Volume 1, all things considered. One of the better ones. But portraying that was a little tricky because she isn't in a whole lot of it. She's only in for about not often enough for me to remember, anyways. And as you can see here, some creative names. That's the other thing too, finding creative names for these sorts of things. So with those sequences out of the way, something I had a lot of trouble with when it came to just putting together these sequences was honestly getting the clips themselves. Which, it might seem simple, but what I had to do was, firstly, if I can find it. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Right here. What I had to do was just. Yeah. So, what I would have to do when finding these sorts of, like, say, I want to get say if I wanted to go, say, around here, I would hit C and there, and bam, there. I got a clip ready. And then all I would have to do would simply be make a copy and then undo the cuts there. Make the copy, then it will show up here as a sequence, which took a while to figure out. Then, oh, this is going to be fun, by the way. So, something that I had to learn was that, let's say you want to grab a specific part, like, say, from this clip, for example. Look at her go. "Meow." But all I have to do is simply add a mark here, mark there, and then bam, I can just insert that, replace it there if I so felt like it. But I didn't learn about this until roughly around Yang's segment. I was a little confused on how it worked at the time. But it's a really interesting thing you can do with Lightworks. But this is a major but. So for a Miles and Carey clip, for example, here.
Well, Carey, I think
As you can hear, there's a lot of audio here that has copyrighted music that would probably get me in trouble. So what I had to do, I'm going to record again in just a moment to show you what happened. So please hold on with me for just a moment. Hello. Okay, so we have here the Miles and Carey footage audio, or more directly, the MP4. You can't quite see it because it's cut off there, but this is the MP4. I did not know until after I had finished Weiss's section that I could just directly go for the entire MP4 and modify it that way. Osin is pretty powerful in that aspect, actually. So what I would have to do is I would have to scroll my way down and find and there a little tiny bit. It doesn't have to be much. Like here, for example, these little specks. So I'd have to grab a spec like this. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, as you can hear there, it's been silenced. How do you do that? Simple. You go to Effects, then you go to Noise Reduction. I don't think you can quite see it, but trust me, it's there. And then you click on Noise Reduction with the three dots, and then a little window will pop up asking you to get the profile. You get the profile with what you highlighted there, then you close it. And then you open it up again, and then you simply apply it. And it goes toward the entire noise. And bam, it's gone. Like, take a listen to how crisp the audio sounds now.
the creator of Ghost in the
Oh no, I missed it. I missed a part. Oh no. Not that it matters. This is just for demonstrative purposes. But yeah, no. I only had to get a small snippet here from the entirety. And oh dear God, it's so noisy. I don't think any of them knew audio at the time. I don't think a lot of them really did. But anyways, that's beside the point. So getting rid of the noise was not easy. And if you could notice in the original Christmas video, the clip with Miles and Carey is a bit different sounding compared to this one. It's because of a weird glitch with how Lightworks exports video that I don't really know why it happens or why it's so inconsistent. So, with that partially explained, I want to mention what I had to do before learning about this. So what I would have to do, I'm just going to toss up a little icon on the screen or something. I would have to take VLC, and then what I would have to do is I would take the MP4, and then I would reconvert it to an MP3, because I thought this thing couldn't work with MP4 files. Until after Weiss's section. So yeah, this is a very powerful tool that I highly recommend that you use. There's a downside though. All right, now we are on to audio, like specifically a major flaw. Look at this. Look at this. Compressor, graphics EQ, limiter, noise gate, noise reducer. These things are behind an upgrade, which I think is wrong. Like, I don't think. Okay, I can see this one being behind an upgrade. Maybe like these things could be behind an upgrade, like the Quick FX. I can see that. But what I don't understand, and I'm sure you probably would not have known this, but if I were to go to export, all my options are with YouTube. Like if I were to directly upload to YouTube from Lightworks itself, which I do not recommend, you can only up you can only export the MP4, and it's not even like the other MP4 either. It's not MOV, not image sequence. You can't do a GIF on this thing for some goddamn reason. You can only do MP4 H.264. That's it. That is all you can do. You can't even like get a WAV file out of this thing. Like you can't make much of anything unless actually no, you can't even like export any bit of audio, which I really needed, as you know, seen before. Something I had to really work on was trying to I like I like I like I like Carrie's face here. But um it was very difficult trying to clean out some of the audio points. I'll give you a brief example. So during one of Ruby's sequences, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Let's see. Later. Okay, no, it's not that clear. Here.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, so you can hear that, but in the upload of the video, you can't. This is just one of Lightworks' things. I don't know what it is. So, okay, I got as close as I could there. Oh God, too close. Anyway, I'm just gonna hop over to audio section here. As you can see here, it looks okay. Nope. Yeah, something I forgot to remove. Honestly, I should have removed this. I have the ability to do so. Was the background music. On that note, indeed. Um, yeah, another issue that I ran into that unfortunately, this is one of the sad fucking things that was me recording it back last year, I believe. Unifies them. Like, I'm not sure how the hell that even happened. And I was recording with Osin at the time. Osin is best used not so much as a recording software than it is an audio editing software. Just to make that clear. I'm recording through OBS, interestingly enough, and that's why my voice sounds as clear as it does. Ooh. Also, the mic might pick up. God damn it, might pick up things like that sort of thing. So yeah, yeah, those were a lot of hurdles. That and let's see, is it in this? No, it's not. So something. Wait, hold on. Yeah. Yeah. I like this little section. Ruby covered. It's a very simple thing. So, what I had to do was in 3D DVE. It's a special effects thing. I just simply had her positioned there, and then at a later point, I had her over there, and I simply had turned around this little thingy, this little knob here, to have her spin, as it were, in a different location. Or sister there. Yay. So yeah. Oh god. I just keep finding like budgetary things in this poor thing. So that's a lot of it, really. The only other additional things that I had to do, as you can see here with the DVE thing, I would have to, and this is something I would be on and off about when it came to, using the image here. So if I were to grab, say, an image, Scott Sleep, look, it looks perfectly fine. Why is he over there? I don't know. He'd look perfectly fine. But if I were to lay him out on, say, oh, look at that. That's a problem, isn't it? Remove. Or if I felt like it, I can place it down again. Just hit delete. It works just fine. But when it came to something like, say, the board, I would have to actually have it on a layer, the bottom layer, preferably on the bottom layer or the first layer. Remove. And that way, it wouldn't overshadow like it is here. And if you have a keen enough eye, you can see on my little fella there, he has these little pixels. Unfortunately, that's just the result of my artist and a little something that happened. But anyway, he did a lot of good work. Cran did a great work on this. But that aside, and this is a bit unfocused, I'm not gonna lie. Oh right, I almost forgot the side characters. I am sorry. I am not so quick. So yeah, I'll be just blitzing through all this shit. But yeah, no. I I had quite a bit of trouble finishing up the side characters final sequence. So there are like more I could say in regards to side characters, but I was a lot more forgiving with this than I will be in, say, the second volume, for example, because I just wanted to finish this whole thing, and I didn't exactly want to record new audio. This joke is still pretty funny. So the only thing I did here was I flipped it. I didn't have to do that since there wasn't really a claim. Yay. But yeah, I'm still figuring out how to approach this thing. But something I will be doing next after this will definitely be Raymond's videos. How I'll be doing it, I'll figure it out soon. So yeah, that's about most of what I had to do, aside from some simple things as you can see here. But yeah, the only decent benefit to Lightworks is that, as you can see here, if I want to say close Lightworks, oh no, it's gone. Everything, any changes I made will be saved. Like they save every like five, like every time you make a change, it'll save it. It's pretty nifty that way. I'm just gonna bring it back up again. And as you can see here, I've made clips just for like testing purposes. And the old Merry Christmas video, yay! And the RWBY video there. God, I've been trying my best to get back into editing, and it takes a lot out of me. It genuinely does. And of course, as you've seen here with these bins, something I figured out pretty soon, just the importance of like these bins. And I do apologize for being a little random with this. These bins are super important. If you are learning to use Lightworks, these things will be your friends. Because for whatever reason, it doesn't like it when you have a whole bunch of stuff in your timeline. Like if you got like about, I want to say, roughly around 15 to about 20 minutes of stuff that's like pretty scattered about, um, it will just slow your computer, to put it that way. Okay, back to the original sequence here. So yeah, after getting all that sorted out, and even like adding up my own, I had to add this in. Yeah, I had because of just the way that titles work. They go through the whole thing. Like you can't like mark when you want them to appear and when to end. It doesn't quite work like that, and that's a bit of an annoying thing because I'd have to cut this. I'd have to unlist the audio there, make the cut, and then just add them in, just so that um yeah, I couldn't fix a lot of the audio issues from the first part, and I do apologize. And some of that was just inexperience, really, and just not my unwillingness to record new stuff. So yeah, and then I would just add, "Oh my god, you really did explode." Yeah, and then it's just smooth sailing, and that is how the video came to be. There was a lot of tougher things to get through, but I like overall how this video turned out. I am looking more forward to how I'm going to handle the second volume because then I'll be doing a lot more than I did in this one, which I will admit was a bit half-assed. I could have been harder on other things, but I wanted to keep it simple and to the point. So I look forward to when I get to that. But in the meantime, I have a few other videos that will act as a sort of buffer, and it won't be on this. Thank fuck it won't be on this. Instead, it's going to be on something else entirely. I'll be using Davinci Resolve for the first time. So yeah, that will be my first. This video right here that you're looking at will be the first video in Davinci Resolve that I will be producing. So yeah, I hope you did learn something, and I do sincerely hope that you enjoyed my little dive here into RWBY. There's more to come. It won't be for like a proper while because it's very draining, especially when I have to do a lot of not like just research, but also putting in the time to rewatch scenes, to rewatch the seasons, as I call them in the videos. So yeah, I look forward to when I see you guys next. My name is Scott, and enough for the night. Ooh, warm day, very warm day. My throat is parched. I wish you a good night, a good evening, and to a good morning. Take care. I hope you are well. Peace.